wrestling fans. I'm Audrey, the Boss Roberts, and I'm here with my co-host tonight, Big Steel. We're coming to you live from our living room. We are going to review the footage from our first event, Lights, Camera, Action, that happened this last Saturday.
That's right. That was October the 18th,
Yes,
correct?
it was. And we just want to let you guys know that we are so thankful for the crowd that we had. We had a few people that we couldn't get in the building, unfortunately.
Let me jump in right there. And look, I just want everybody to understand, Boss and OSW wrestling fans and all the people that's watching this, I want to let you know we had a standing room only, correct?
Right.
And I mean, there was many people as we could possibly get in there. And if you were one of them fans that actually got turned away, we, OSW, do want to apologize about that, but you need to get there a little early. Our next show will be
November the 1st, bell time 7:30. And we'll be reviewing who's on that card a little bit later in the show, so keep your ears tuned in. And we're going to get to that. But first, I just wanted to tell you that even before the action started on Saturday, I got called from the back to the front.
With Tim Dix.
Tim Dix called me out and said there's some guy out here in a hood.
And if you don't know who Tim Dix is our version of old school wrestling from Gordon Soley. He is one of the best announcers that you could possibly even imagine. So for him to call you out, obviously there was a problem.
There was a huge problem. He was about 6'2", and he was dressed in
about
some
290 pounds.
Yeah, and he had
That's
on
a big problem.
Black hood, and I didn't know who he was, never heard of him, but he had a manager, I guess you would say.
With an attitude.
Yes, with an attitude. Little dude, but he had a big
attitude. They called him the Russian assassin.
No, I'm talking about the manager.
Oh, no. He did that. He had a short man attitude. That's what that was. So anyway, but
his
yes.
name's Mr. Alexander. We got acquainted there
yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it.
So anyway, we were able to do an interview about his situation and what he hopes to accomplish with OSW.
I don't know what he's coming to accomplish, but I do know something right now. He raised a lot of eyebrows that night, and I'm sure we'll talk about that later. But I'm telling you, the guys in the dressing room were ready to hang him up.
Well, I myself want to get a piece of Mr. Alexander. I'm thinking that's going to happen.
You know something? You got a long line. I'm telling you, it's because. Speaking of that, like for instance, Tommy Wildfire Rich, former NWA World Champion, I'm gonna tell you, him making the comments that he made.
Oh, I know.
It don't work that way with a legend that's been in this business for over 40 years. Him and, for instance, the Golden Boy Chick Donovan.
I know, and we're gonna see part of the match later on in the show where there actually was a confrontation between all of those guys.
Yeah, and you know something? Before we get in there, I'm myself being a 4-time world champion. I think it's very disrespectful for that young man to come in there and talk about the legends like they were. We're old school wrestling. He should have a little bit more respect than that.
Well, he'll learn.
Yes.
So what we're going to do now is show you that footage from the interview, and we'll just let you see what you think,
Welcome
guys.
back, fans. More great wrestling action in just a moment, but Alexander's out here.
That's Mr. Alexander to you. And listen up, people. I've been all around the world. I did everything. I've been in football. I've been in soccer. I've been in baseball. Well, now I have my hands in the wrestling world. And I went all around the world. All in this country, all in other countries. I found this man. This man right here. He is the best. He's former Olympian champion. I paid him $100,000. He is going to be the man. He is coming for the title. He is coming for the gold. And Tommy, Wildfire Rich, he's coming for you to put the fire out tonight.
All right, wrestling fans. This situation it's very fluid. It's a dynamic situation. It's a situation that calls for leadership. And when I think about old school leadership, think about Ann Gunkel, one of the most powerful women this business has ever known. Right now, we're going to turn to our version of Ann Gunkel. Let's bring in Audrey Roberts. She's the president, so I'll refer to her as Madam President. And I know the situation is kind of fluid with the title, with a vacancy, and I know you are the person to go to. You are on point for this, and let's tell the people at home exactly what's going on.
Yes, Tim, I have been on the phone multiple times this week with our heavyweight champion, Terry Pretty Boy Floyd,
and I'm very irritated that he's not here to defend his title tonight. He keeps coming up with lame excuse after lame excuse why he's not here, and I'm sick and tired of it. So tonight, I am looking for a #1 contender. And Mr. Alexander, I'm not sure who you are or where you came from, but what is his name? The Russian assassin? You didn't even.
This is the best. This is the Russian
Well,
assassin.
we're going to find out tonight because he's going up against Tommy Wildfire Rich, and he better bring it. Back, old school wrestling fans. I guess you saw what we were talking about with Mr. Alexander.
Yeah, they see
the
what you're
Russian
talking
assassin.
about. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know something? That little guy's got something coming to him.
He does. And I can't wait to give it to him. But anyway.
Hey, before we go there, and
Sure.
then you start bringing in other subjects, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Why you being so nice now? The guys in the dressing room even asked me, why she got an attitude tonight? Why you being so nice now?
Well, I had a phone conversation with our heavyweight champion, Pretty Boy Floyd.
We're going to talk about him.
Yes, we are. I got a few things straight,
Yeah.
and he's suspended right now, so I'm all happy.
Suspended?
Yes, he is. He is suspended until further notice.
Well, I noticed he wasn't at the show.
Nope, he's not.
He
was
was
not.
on the card.
He was.
But you know the good thing about that card is at least it does say card subject to change.
This is true because we have things that happen that we have no control over.
No.
Because we also had someone else cancel. I won't bring up his
Well-
name. He had food poisoning.
Well,
So,
that's what they
can't really
said,
help.
and you know something,
I can't really help that.
and you know who you are out there, and I hope you're watching. I hope you get to feeling better.
Yes,
I hope
we
you
hope to
we
see
get
you
you back
soon.
on the event soon, and because you're one of our true legends, and we thank the world of you.
But anyway, so that goes to tell you why I'm in a little better mood. Got that out of the way.
I guess so.
He
I
was-
guess I can understand that.
He was not happy, but he's just gonna have to deal with it because I'm looking for a #1 contender, and that's
Well,
my main focus.
But
right
I think
now.
you quite remember the Big Steel threw his name in that and wanted to throw that name in his hat, and we're gonna go there later on. But that, what'd you say his name again was?
The Russian
Mr.
assassin?
Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little short man, he actually had a problem because of this, but we're going to talk about that later, I see.
Yes. Yes, we will. Everyone will have their chance.
Well, again, I think it was disrespectful what the little man done, but that's okay. I'm telling you right now, you're going to get yours.
So our
It's
first
coming.
match of the evening was between Ken Timms Jr. and who was it that he had a match against?
Sergeant Ender.
Sergeant Ender.
Yes, he's
Great guy.
a newcomer
He
in
is.
the independent wrestling world, and we actually got a phone call, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was Tommy Rich who actually gave you the number to contact him and review him on some videos. And,
Right, great
and,
guy. Look forward to seeing a lot out of him.
Yes, he was very talented,
He
and
is.
but to go back to that, you know, like I said, the guy that he was facing, Ken Timms Jr., Olympic champion.
Yes.
I mean, the real thing here, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't one of these things where it's fake on TV. This is a real American hero here. Medals, done it all. His father was a very dear good friend of mine. I miss him. Ken Timms, International Ken Timms, one of the original Hollywood blondes. And with the hair, that's right, that's right. Actually, him and Ric Flair were part of the Hollywood Blondes, and everybody knows who Ric Flair is. Woo!
Yes,
So-
they do.
So anyway, but you know, I miss him. I can think of a lot of guys out there. For instance, the guy that we were talking about a while ago, Pretty Boy Floyd, and our
TC.
OSW tag team champions. And by the way, our tag team champions of the year.
Yes, they are.
And congratulations, by the way. And
To the
we're
awesome
lucky to
ones.
have them.
They're our
as
champions.
Our champions.
That's right.
So, congratulations, guys, and I'm sure everybody else in the Southeast that's watching this video will congratulate you too. But I guess we're lucky there.
Yes, and they were helped train that Ken trained them.
Yeah, well, they actually had a lot of doings with him. They were best friends with him, just like myself, and I really do miss him. You know, he's up in wrestling heaven right now. You know, just watching down on his son wrestling. He's got other kids.
Yes, he
And
does.
Miss Juanita, we love you, Miss Juanita. We couldn't do a lot of things without you.
That's
Appreciate it. But he's up in wrestling heaven with the macho man. You know, and God rest
Dropping
his soul.
elbows.
Dropping elbows, and well, we're not going to say the other stuff. Like I said a while ago, this is a family show.
But, anyway, the first match was pretty impressive. And
Got
we're-
the crowd pumped up.
Yes, it did. A lot of USA chants.
Yes.
With the sergeant. there. So we look forward to seeing him again in the future and seeing what he develops into.
Yeah, referee Ken Todd said it was it was a good match. He said it was kind of hard to control because the fans were really getting into it.
Yes, they were. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get to that footage right now, let you guys take a look and see what you think about this great matchup that we have.
All right, we'll see you in a few.
One chance right now.
You don't talk
Go back there. You don't have to do this. You don't have to be embarrassed in front of all your redneck kids. I don't care what they are.
Minutes expired in the match, 10 minutes remaining, 5 minutes expired in the match, 10 minutes remaining in the time.
as I was about that first match. It was a great matchup. I think that those guys will probably go at it again in the future. And the next couple of matches we have that are coming up for you to watch are the man they call Truck.
A man they call Truck.
And you'll see why they call him that when
Yeah,
you get a
he's actually my former tag team partner. We went as Team Overdrive.
That's right.
When we was with NWA.
That's right.
Yeah, with the National Wrestling Alliance. We traveled all over the Southeast.
You guys had a couple of titles there too.
We done very good. We done real good in Georgia. We done real good in the Carolinas.
Yes, you did.
We made a good name for ourselves. So you know, the wrestling world got a good view of Team Overdrive there for a while.
That's right. And Truck's back, and he says that he's ready to get that title too for himself.
And he did make a couple comments on saying that we're no more Team Overdrive unless it's just necessary.
Right.
But he did say one good thing, and he said we are still good friends, and we are. But you know, business is business, and he made a comment saying that he wanted that chance for that title.
I'm telling you,
And I really
everybody's
can't blame him.
No, I can't either. There's a lot of people. Mr. Chick Donovan, Golden Boy, he come out with his intentions too. So
yeah, his name is in the hat. So it sounds like to me there's a lot of guys in the dressing room ready to throw their name in the hat.
yes, they are, and I'm excited about that because I'm the one that gets to decide who the #1 contender is.
Well, I guess that's pretty nice, you know. But you know, it's all based on talent and based on
we're going to see who's the best.
You know, and see who's the best and what the fans really want to see.
That's right.
You know, and that's a lot with everything, because you know, a lot of these guys in the independent business, you know, I've been in this business for over 20 years, and a lot of people don't understand that if it wasn't for the fans, Tommy Rich said it just the other night. Remember this?
Yes.
He said, if it wasn't for the fans, there wouldn't be no wildfire.
That's
It'd
true.
just be plain Tommy Rich.
We wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
So, yeah, so you know, I enjoy what I've done. It's been a privilege to be there for over 20 years and bring great professional wrestling to your doorstep and your TV. I've done it a lot for a long time, and sounds like we're doing real good here with Georgia old school wrestling, and hope we can continue.
Oh, we're going to be there. As long as the fans are there, we're going to be there. So listen up, Barnesville. If you want to continue to see us there, you're going to have to show up and
So I guess we're going to watch that match now.
Yeah, we're going to watch Truck and Ashton Starr.
Ashton Starr.
He's a newbie too.
He is actually one of the champions, from my understanding, with Mr. Hughes and then guys over there with WA4. Is that correct?
That's correct. He come to me highly recommended.
Very highly recommended.
Yes. And
Very.
I can see why, because he puts on
Well, he took a good number to Truck there for a little while.
He did. He had him in the ropes there for
You
a little
know,
while.
I was watching it in the back dressing room, and I was like, wow, this kid's impressive.
He is, and he's probably going to want to be a part of the contendership too.
Well, is he supposed to be coming back on the 1st?
He is going to be back on November 1st.
November 1st, guys. Don't forget about that, our next event. And it's called Small Town Throwdown. versus, what is it, Cole?
Cole
That's
Layton King.
Cole Layton King,
The
you know.
self-proclaimed $1 billion champ.
And this is not the first time he's worked with us, is that
No,
correct?
he has worked with us on several occasions.
The fans like to watch him much, but like to watch him when he's in there, but
It's a
they don't
love-hate.
like him.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship.
Yes, it is, and he is facing that monster. What's his name?
Stephen
Hunter.
Hunter.
What a good-looking fella. Nice, clean cut. He's actually a former military. Am I not correct?
He is.
You know,
and he
so
represents.
Stephen, thank you for you know, serving our country. And by the way, people's like, still, why are you wearing the pink? Well, I guess you know why we're wearing the pink. What month is it?
Breast Cancer Awareness
So, you know,
Month.
we're here to, you know, OSW is here to support all of our friends, I guess you want to say, that that's had problems with breast cancer. You know, I've actually had a first cousin, Stephanie, and she's doing really good. And I've got a lot of friends that, and you do, you got family members also, correct? So that's had problems in the past, and I hope that hope they gonna get better. And but all I got to say is you know, OSW is here to support everything.
And that's right, they're warriors too.
That is correct, and you know, very good warriors.
So these next two matches we're gonna let you guys go to those matches and see what you think. And if you don't think we have fun, I want you to just listen to the crowd reaction during these matches.
Oh,
I love it.
It's great. You know, when you get close to 300 people in a small building like that, it's amazing what the crowd sounds like. And you know something? You know who the good guy is, and you know who the bad guy is. Is that not correct?
This is true.
Okay,
So I hope you guys enjoy it.
There are 5 minutes remaining. 10 minutes expired. 5 minutes remaining. minutes remaining in the time limit of this match, 3 minutes. Decision on the bout, a time limit draw.
And we're back. Big Steel, I don't even know where to begin with the next few clips. It was kind of brutal, and I'm really...
Brutal or not, I'm telling you right now, it really teed me off.
It did, and several of the fans even tried to get in the ring to help.
I know the security
Chick.
guys told us at the end of the show that there was 3 or 4 grown men, not just kids, but grown men trying to get in the ring because they thought this was unnecessary.
It was Mr. Alexander.
Yeah, we're talking about this guy again.
And the Russian assassin.
Yeah,
his henchman, I guess you would say.
I guess you want to call. He said he paid this man $100,000. Is this true?
That's what he says. I hadn't seen the check, but I don't,
I hope his checks don't bounce.
Well, if they do, I guarantee you the Russian assassin will be bouncing his head off the concrete.
Yeah, I'm sure he will, because I'm telling you right now, this guy ain't nothing to play with. You know?
No, he's not, and
I guess you'll finally see at the end, if it wasn't for Wildfire Tommy Rich.
Well, he started out in the dressing room trying to get Tommy, and he couldn't find Tommy, so the next best person, I guess, was Chick. So Chick's in the ring, and all of a sudden, he's on the floor, and
it was bad. I'm surprised there wasn't no bloodshed, but I'm sure if it would have went any longer, it would have.
And then all of a sudden, the whole dressing room unloaded into the ring.
Wildfire Tommy Rich, myself, Big Steel, newcomer Nick Ross, we all, from my understanding, I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of the footage, but I remember it just like it was just yesterday. And I'm telling you right now, I was ready to kick some tail that night.
And that's why it ended up into a 8-man tag team match at the end.
Yeah.
because all the Ashton Star, Cole, and the Russian Assassin.
And some masked guy
And
that was friends with this Alexander guy that
Right,
they brought in, you know,
right.
something.
He went by the Georgian or something.
I don't know, but I didn't like him either.
I don't know where he came from, but anyway.
But I guess that's part of his clan, I guess you want to say.
Mhm.
But, you know, obviously he's sharing around a little bit of money.
Yeah, I think he's throwing his weight around a little bit, so we're just going to have to see how this plays out.
I don't know, but I just know that it was a bad thing, and I guess they could watch it and see for themselves.
That's right.
See you in a few minutes.
One brawl with no time limit. next person that chants USA, Alexander's going to come over there and slap you personally. referee's decision, a double count out.
And welcome back. I guess you can tell from what we discussed earlier about the match.
the match has been over a week, and I'm still
still
got my
mad?
fist up just watching a little bit of this, and it's
Well, it was uncalled for, and management had nothing to do with what went on. Just to let everybody know up front, he did things on his own, and I'm not happy about it. And there will be repercussions to that. It may not be the next match.
I hope you
but-
take care of this problem.
Well, he wants to be a contender, and he's going to have to do the right thing and follow
Well, that's
the rules
not
like
doing the right
everybody else.
thing.
I realize that, and like I said, there will be repercussions to his actions. But speaking of which, our next event is Saturday,
Yeah.
and we're looking forward to it.
November the 1st.
That's right, 7:30 bell time, same
Same
place.
Same place, and it's, you know, we're doing the TV tapings there also. We're also, while we're talking about this, we do need to, because it's close to the end of the show, we do want to thank Tim over there at the Chrome Shop,
Chrome Shop.
and for being our head sponsor for our first 2 or 3 shows, and we really do appreciate it, Tim. Try to bring in some business when we can, and also we want to thank Big Chick of Barnesville. Also want to thank the Fish Peddler of Thomaston.
That's right.
And one other sponsor is always, and he, like we talked about before, he's always been a sponsor in all of our shows, and that's Sammy over there at Georgia South Barbecue.
Great
Got some of
barbecue.
the best barbecue in the South that you'll ever do. And by the way, he told me to mention this, he does do catering.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
And it's some good food.
Yes, it is. So,
But our next event, we've got Roughneck Curtis Hughes. Mr. Hughes is coming.
we got the former WWE, WCW, NWA, ECW, OSW,
Yeah, I think
and
he's been
you know
on
something.
everywhere.
And by the way, while we're talking about this, everybody knows that Brock Lesnar, you know, what do they call him? The Beast, Brock Lesnar. You know, he's defeated the Undertaker there at WrestleMania this last time. And but a lot of people, if you go back into your history and look, there was one person that actually beat the Undertaker in a casket match. And this man is the man that's going to be there. He is the Roughneck. He is Total Protection. It was Chris Jericho's, also his bodyguard.
That's
and
right.
that is Mr. Hughes. And I'm telling you, he was my tag team partner back during the early 90s. And me and him go way back. He's a very good friend of mine, but I'm telling you, he is a guy that you do not mess with.
Well, I've got great plans for Mr. Protection.
Yeah.
And
But I'm going to tell you right now, woo, you talking about legends. I know we got Wildfire Tommy Ricks coming that night.
He's gonna be
Somebody
back.
say fired up.
Fired up.
That's right. But also, I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is one of the greatest. To me, he was a dear friend of mine, still is a dear friend of mine, but the soul man, T.C. Carter, will be live in Barnesville. So you better take advantage of it, because you might not ever get a chance to see it again. And he's going to be facing the Total Protection, Mr. Hughes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see
That's
how
the main event that night, matter of fact. It's going to be one great match, and you know, I'm going to be like a child and mark it out and sit up there in that dressing room and just sit there and eat my popcorn and watch this match, because I'm going to just remember as a kid again how I used to sit there and watch the Soul Man. All right, and again with the poster, Small Town Throwdown.
That's
Also, you know, like we talked about a few minutes ago, the Roughneck Mr. Hughes, NWA, former world heavyweight champion. You don't get no bigger names than this. Wildfire Tommy Rich. You get the Soul Man T.C. Carter, main event with Mr. Hughes. We've got that dirty old Russian assassin that we just got through seeing, and you'll be...
Right, he'll be back, and I don't know what he plans on doing. All I can do is run interference and try to contain the chaos,
That is
because
correct.
he's bringing some heat to
Yes,
the
he is.
event. So we're gonna have to watch out for him.
And
We've
also-
got Wild Child coming back.
That's right, and he was a great draw. All the young girls love him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a young name, good name in this indie business, and you know something, he might be one of these guys that you're going to see on TV pretty soon.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope
so
he gets
too.
a break.
And Chief Thunderhorse,
Right.
and former old NWA days. You know, one of his old ex-partners, God rest his soul, Chief Wahoo McDaniel.
Yep.
You know.
Great guy.
And there again, let's talk about this.
Tag
We
team.
have the Tag Team of the Year
That's right.
working for OSW, and they're also going to be there that
They're our
night.
tag team
The Awesome
champs.
Ones, their name is Cody Gunn and Awesome TC.
And from what I hear, their match is going to be a really good one. Ashton Starr that we saw a little earlier in the show is going to be bringing his partner.
He's got
down.
his tag team partner. From my understanding, speaking to Mr. Hughes, he said that his tag team partner is coming down. From my understanding, these guys are tough.
Well, they're going to have to
Well,
be
you seen
tough.
how Ashton was with Truck, and Truck's a big boy.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to go against Cody Gunn, which can chop like nobody's business.
Right, it's not quite like Chief Thunderhorse, but you know, it's pretty good.
Well, he'll bring down the thunder too.
Yes, he will. And also, Stephen Hunter's going to be back. We seen him earlier when he was going up against Cole Layton.
And I think there's probably going to be a rematch there.
I don't know, but I just know that there was
a draw. So
it was a draw.
Yeah, we got to have a winner.
We got to have a winner. Let's speaking of that, you know,
Speaking of winners.
Yeah, speaking of winners, yeah, exactly. Speaking of that, Cole Layton, you know something, we were talking about this a few minutes ago, and we've had people talk about it, and he reminds me so much of the guy with the 4 horsemen, Tully Blanchard. Does he not?
He does. He works a lot like him.
I'm talking about, and you know something, you know, as much as I didn't like some of the stuff that went on the other night with the Russian assassin, I got to give this guy some respect.
He's tough.
He's tough. I sit there, and you know, because there at the main event, you seen Big Steel hop in there, and he kind of was throwing some fists to me. So you know,
he was. He's very talented, and I've got my eye on him, and a few other guys that I'm looking at that kind of looking high up on my list there.
Right.
So we're gonna have to find out what we're gonna do after
but
this.
you know something.
this event.
The other thing that we really got to talk about is our new OSW Sports Arena. We talked about it at our very first show there live. But actually, we can sit there and talk about it right now. Yes, we do have a new location, and we've had a lot of people calling me, and a lot of people hitting it on the email, a lot of people Facebooking, and they're talking about, where's your location located at? Well, in Barnesville, if you're not from Barnesville, if you're
headed north towards Griffin on 41 North. We will be located on your left, about a mile past High Spots.
The Hot Spot gas station. And
it's on the left, so you have to.
For some reason, you have to stop, ask for directions. Just go in there and say, "I'm looking for the old school wrestling sports arena or the old tea room."
Tea room is what it used to be.
Yes, it was. So you know, a lot of people, they'll understand where it's at. There's posters all over town. We've done hit the radios and we've hit the newspapers, so I'm sure that people can tell you exactly where it's at. For some reason, you can't find it. You know, you can always hit 706-741-6505 for more information, and if not, you can hit the website
www.ga-osw.com, and I will be putting our poster up, and you guys can hit me up on that. There is a form where you can send me an email, and I look at those. I go straight to my phone, so every time I get one, it pops up on my phone. So I'm available pretty much any time during the day, except for the day of the show. So, because it's kind of crazy during the events, I'm not able to get to my phone quite as easily. But like he says, anybody in Barnesville can tell you, stop at any gas station and they'll be able to point you in the right direction.
That's right. And just wanted to recap on everything else that went on with there. You know something, we are good family entertainment.
All ages welcome.
All ages welcome. 5 and under are free.
Right.
Now, let's discuss this right now. We had some little issues with that. We would really appreciate it if we would take the kids and maybe hold them in the lap, because if you do, put them in a chair. They are $10 a seat. Is this correct?
$10 a chair.
$10 a chair.
Don't forget that we also have concessions there, so
Yeah, you know something.
Don't even
I
eat
just sit
before
back
you
and
go.
laugh because you know we had a bunch of parents coming up saying, "This is a wrestling show. You're supposed to have hot dogs." So I want to let you know we will have hot dogs. Okay?
hot dogs will be in full
and
effect.
nachos and cheese is what
Yes,
she said.
yes.
You know but we'll have what we can get for you, and we really do appreciate your business.
We appreciate Miss Peggy at Big Chick there in Barnesville doing our concessions for us. She's been a great help to us at OSW, and we hope to continue doing what we do. And in order for us to do that, you guys need to come out and participate and let us know that you want us to be there. So that means
We don't want to hear this excuse anymore, Barnesville, Tomlinston,
Nothing to
Griffin, Reynolds, all the rest of them that's in that area right there. We don't want to hear this thing, "We ain't got nothing to do no more, Big Steel." I don't understand, we ain't got nothing to do. That's my voice, I want to let you know that. But anyway,
Okay.
but either way, you got something to do now.
Well,
we're trying to do
We're trying
events.
something new because this is new for us. We haven't been at such a small venue before. We normally do large shows, and for a lot of our fans, you already know this because you've been to several. We've been doing this since 2009.
And we always put 700 to 800
We
to
put-
900, 1,000, and on and on.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Calm down,
I'm
calm down.
sorry. I get excited. Big Steel gets excited.
Okay, so I have to keep him calm.
Hey,
But-
right, it's in the blood. Sorry.
Anyway, we've been doing this since 2009, and this is our first time in a small venue, our first event. There's a few things that we're going to tweak a little bit. There might be some changes when you come back if you came to our first show. Our second show might be slightly different. There may be a few more things that you're going to have to listen up for and participate in, but it's going to be a great time, great family fun. We look forward to seeing you there. And how do you always put it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like my old friend Gordon Sola used to say, God rest his soul. Be there. Oh yeah, and by the way,
Yeah, what?
keep it old school.